Okay, the rest of the story is dealing with our character program. I talked to the kids earlier today. What I want to explain in the rest of the story is sometimes in the past, the school and myself have been called traditional, we're old school, we're conservative, we're strict. I think I even recently heard someone refer to us as prehistoric because of the nature of what we do. And that's the first thing I want to not just clarify, but in establishing what our roots are. What we do here in relationship to character is at least 2,500 years old. And it is a process that originally came from the Greeks, but it's worldwide. Nobody really argues with it. It addresses our common human values, our common human virtues. The things that are the same about every single human being on the face of the earth. Wanting to achieve, wanting to be related to others and care for others, wanting to be responsible and wanting to take care of just matters in a good way and to exercise gratitude. But similarly, we are filled with common human vices, and they're there in everyone. Laziness, indifference, no willpower, cruelty, harming other people, practicing injustice or ingratitude. That's all inside of a human being. And that message we get from history, not just from the Greeks, but from biographies for the last 2,500 years. Great literature highlights the common human virtues and the common human vices. So at Birchwood, that's what we aim at. We're aiming at awakening and strengthening the common human virtues and muting. You never can eliminate the vices. They're always there. But you can mute them. You can sometimes give human beings the equipment to overcome them. And we have two aspects to that. One is teaching, which I'll talk about today, and the other is training. I'll talk about it another time. Every morning, 15 minutes, we read to the children stories of great people. Some famous, some not famous, but they've done beautiful things. They can be very common people. And we do that teaching every morning so that the children are awakened to the goodness inside of them. I work with the older students quite a bit, and I like to watch movies with them. I like to watch or read good literature to them. But to watch their faces awaken every time we study the life of a wonderful person. Recently, we watched the movie Race with Jesse Owens. And the things that he overcame in himself to eventually become successful at the 1936 Olympics, it's inspiring. You see a life like that and you realize, I don't have problems, not any problems that I can't overcome. It awakens your heart. It doesn't mean you're going to all of a sudden become a great person, but if you don't get your heart awakened, we're subject to all the junk we hear, whether it's on the TV or whether it's in social media. I told the 8th graders I have so much sympathy for them. I don't think I'd want to be a teenager nowadays with all the negative things coming at them that encourage selfishness, that encourage no achievement and being lazy and not doing your best or being ungrateful, living in a beautiful country like ours, and yet we're critical of it, not knowing all the struggling that so many young people go through in war-torn countries, in poor countries, so you lose all perspective. So the morning teaching is to awaken the heart, awaken the heart, awaken their heart, so that's what they live for. Like I said before, they're not going to be perfect. They're going to fail. They're still going to live according to things they shouldn't be doing, but they keep hearing the good, and the good makes them rise, and it makes them want to be a good person. And so continuing on that pathway of awakening and awakening, they begin to put the effort in to set goals, achieve, to navigate the conversations inside of them, to learn to be a kind person, a thoughtful and considerate person, and to serve other people, and to be just and responsible. So this is the root. This has been here all the time. I don't know if you want to call us traditional or old school or conservative or strict. It's beside the point. We're trying to inspire, through our character program, inspire young people to live a virtuous life, common human virtues, and at the same time to mute the vices that are inside every single human being.